Okay, so it's been a while since I taught any statistics, but I thought I'd show you how to use your calculator to do some seriously good plots for statistics. And what I did here was I got some NBA data here uh, for 56, 55, how many players did I get? 55 players. And I put in all their free throw data rounded to the nearest percentage from lowest to highest. I, I added that here from my calculator. This is really important. I added that in lists and spreadsheets, and which here's some really important stuff to know here. This line right here is an action line, so don't mess with that line. Just leave it there. It's like an Excel line. Up here, I just put C Lindelof in because I had to have something there. If you put in your title there and you don't hit enter and it stays in italics, you have nothing, and you won't be able to analyze the data. So you have to be really, really careful with that. So let's see what I did from there. From there, so here's my calculator. From here, I went to menu. I chose statistics, so this is what I did. I went to data and statistics. And it gives me this, which is absolutely meaningless. And, I mean, it has meaning, but it's not much analysis can be done from that. It's kind of all over the place. So what I want to do is this. I wanted to choose my variable here. So hopefully you're staying with me. I'm back at my calculator. From here, I hit menu, and I hit plot properties. Right? X, this is really important. Add X variable. This is my X variable. So it shows me that title right here that I was looking for. That's the good news. Once you hit that, this thing is just amazing. This is exactly what it's going to look like on your screen. Do this, right? So this is like, okay, so here's some data. From here, though, it gets really, really good. And I can rearrange this data any way I want. So I can go to, all I did again was hit menu, plot type, and I can turn this into a box and whiskers if I want to. And then from there, look, just have it said from here, we can go to screen capture, capture this as one statistical plot to provide for our professor or our instructor and say, here's how I looked at this data. You might want to change this thing at the bottom and be more descriptive with that, but there's that box and whiskers plot there. And you can rearrange it so you can, well, you don't need to. I was going to say you can rearrange so you can add it by number. You can see that median is about 70. So anyway, from there, you can go back to menu. And you're like, you know what? I wonder what this would look as a histogram because I can capture that too. So go to menu, hit type, hit histogram, and it will rearrange that data again for you. Pretty good, right? I think this is really, really brilliant stuff. Let's go back and do one more, and hopefully you're agreeing. This is actually really cool. Remember, you guys, that you have this capture here. So you take a screen capture, and just screen captures, capture the page. And now I'm on my computer, so I'm screwing around with this. But if I wasn't, I can still hook my handheld USB and send that right to a Microsoft document. And man, you can come up with some brilliant documentation for your statistical analysis. And if you can see, I haven't spent any time on this. Go back to plot type again, and then if you want to look at this, it's a normal probability plot. Then you'd have that with some documentation here also. So hopefully this is striking a chord with you. I think this calculator, as much as I don't screw around with the statistical parts of it very often, this thing is absolutely killer. So let me go back and remind you of a couple of things. Here at the very beginning, let me show you where I started. I started here. And again, I'm going to tell you, don't put anything in this action bar unless you intend to do some statistical analysis inside of here. Here, make sure you give this a name up here. And you can see this C Lindelof is in standard print, which means that it's recognized, it's saved. It doesn't mean crap what it says down here. But up here, if this was still in italics, it would mean that I hadn't saved it. And then when you get to the data and statistics section of it, it won't do any analysis for you because it doesn't think there's a list there. Okay, having said that, be careful about putting these things in. You can save it or not save it if you're going to use it over the term, or if you have to provide this for your professor, you might want to do that. So remember, put all this data in, make sure you save it. From there, right, from there, then you're just going to go to menu, actions. I'm wrong. You're going to go, you're going to go to home, right? You're going to go to home, and then you're going to choose data and statistics, aren't you? So you're going to go to your home screen. You're going to use your data and statistics from here. Okay? All right. And data and statistics is here. Right? And that brought us to there. Okay? From there, we're going to start screwing around with this stuff and naming the X variable. I hope you're taking notes on this because this promises to be really cool for you. And then before you go showing off in front of your friends the way we all do, make sure you've done this 10 times so you can get through this and just go over it and over and over. What I do is I take the same, I do with, I spend time by myself doing this in the same way I'm spending time doing this with you, is I take the same set, that way I can see, am I getting the same result over and over and over again? So, or is my statistical analysis reliable using this calculator? And I think that it is. So, look, you guys, I hope this was really helpful. This is a super amazing. God, that doesn't sound very cool. This thing is an absolute beast. It's a monster, and it can do a lot of absolutely cool stuff. So I hope that you're spending time doing that. Let me know what you think, and thanks for your support. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe, and thanks for the support again.